Is the bull market almost ending? I think so. Let's get into the charts. Now, welcome back to Max Trades Crypto. Today we're going to be going over our daily scenarios on the chart. What is the daily time frame doing? So if we jump into our first daily scenario, right, we have this most bullish case, which is the 1112. Now, how a 1112 works is that we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up in an impulse. This is the standard Elliott Wave move. Now, inside this wave 3, we have another 3 or 5 wave structure, and inside that wave 3, we have another 5 wave structure. So how we count it? We count it as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? This is very, very basic Elliott Wave trading. Very choppy, breakout, choppy, right? So if we go back to how we are looking on this chart, this is, in my opinion, unlikely, right? We are looking at the moment for 5 waves up, but the volume isn't backing it, right? This is our least likely, in my opinion, scenario, but many moon boys want to believe that this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and now we are heading for a massive, massive move up in volume. But if we look at the volume on BTC, it is only declining, right? A declining volume with higher highs, not likely, right? So then going to our second scenario, we have this scenario on the chart. This is still looking okay, but also declining volume on the wave 3, right? In this scenario, we have a 5 wave structure up with an extended wave 5, right? In this wave 5, we have the 1, 2, and now we are looking for a 3 all the way to $172,000. But the volume is not looking right either. So how Elliott Wave works is normally the wave 1 has low volume, wave 2 quite high volume, and wave 3 this massive, massive blast of volume, way more than wave 1. But if we look at the volume here, the problem is we had more volume on the wave 1 and the wave 2, but lower on the wave 3. So this therefore makes it quite an unlikely scenario. Then our wave 3 scenario is the bull market is done. Bull market is done. We are now looking at lower, right? In this scenario, we actually have a no impulse occurring. We had an A wave to the downside, B wave up, and C wave down, looking for an expanding or running flat. Now, let me just explain to you how these work. An expanding flat is when we have an A wave down, a B wave that takes the origin of the wave A, followed by a 5 wave structure in wave C taking wave A's low. Then a running flat is very, very similar, except it does not take wave A's low. So if we look at what is occurring here, we can see that we're in the perfect region for our target box. Our target box sits perfectly at the 1.38, which was touched perfectly for this scenario, right? This makes the scenario more likely, yet we are looking now for 5 waves down. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Problem is the move on the lower term time frame does not look like a 5 wave structure, so this lowers the probability for this one. Then if we go to our wave 4, another one where the bull market is over, except this is in a more impulse, but it would be the same as before. We are looking for 5 waves down, or 5 wave down in wave A, followed by a wave B, and then a wave C into a target box. But this is also unlikely due to the 4-hour structure on the chart. Then if we go to our wave 5, this is now one of the more likely scenarios on the chart, in my opinion, right? We have a 5 wave structure up that is not yet complete. If we are looking at this, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5. One more 4 left to come, and then a wave 5. What often happens in Elliott Wave Theory is that we have 4 5s that become shorter in time right? Shorter in time over the 4-5s, and we now look for a smaller 4-5 into that wave 5, finishing the bull market, and then followed by an ABC down, perfect buy opportunity at the bottom before a liftoff, right? So this is the bull market almost finished, yet one more high, which I think is the main story at the moment that is going to be playing out. And for our main scenario, we have a 1112 without an ending just yet, right? This is one of two scenarios. So we can see a 1, 2, 3, 4 and wave 5 in an ending diagonal, right? How an ending diagonal looks is we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 and wave 5, where wave 1 and wave 4, sorry, this was drawn terribly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where wave 1 and wave 4 overlap in price, right? That is this scenario over here. This actually isn't our main one, apologies. This is just also that we are looking for one more high before we have that bull market down, right? The bear market down. Then the main scenario that we are looking at is this one over here, a 1112 almost complete, and then we are looking for a ABC to the downside. You can see here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that is yet to be complete, but a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, need one more 4 and wave 5. Remember, look at this. You can see large wave 4, little bit smaller wave 4, and now are we going to have an even smaller wave 4 followed by the 5, and then the bear market down, right? So this is a possibility here too, and this wave 5 could also extend quite high. We could have something like a blow off top that we have a 0.618% of wave 3. If we look at the length of wave 3, take it to where 4 could about end at $100,000. We could have a move to the 0.6818 to the 1 of, which ends us at $166,000 to $200,000, right? Quite a good target to have and to keep in mind. But those are now our daily scenarios on the chart. On our 4-hour scenario, you can see here that we actually have the main one playing out quite nicely. If we actually go all the way to the hourly chart and extend this chart, we can see here that our main scenario that has been posted on the Discord for a long time now is indeed playing out quite nicely, where we are looking for a 3-wave structure down, right? A W, an X, and a wave Y. The target for this wave X is probably around the 0.618 to the 0.7 at $117,653. Then we are looking for a WXY up. The Y wave target is at $115,275. You can see here that we need in that Y wave an ABC, and we have that 3-wave structure up so far, an A wave here, B wave here, and wave C going to form, right? So you can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a little impulsive move that we had on the chart today. We just now need the wave 4 and the wave 5, finishing off the A wave. Then we should get a 3-wave structure in B and a 5-wave structure in wave C, finishing this move. Now, for 4-hour trade possibilities on the chart, we need to look at confluences, right? What are the things that match up that we can trade on? Now, we've spoken about quite a few of these before. Number 1 is the 3-wave structure towards the upside, right? That's number 1, our Elliott Wave Theory, telling us that we're targeting $115,000 to $117,000, right? That is the target for this move. $117,000 is more likely just because it is the 0.618 area. Quite a famous area to be rejecting off of. That's number 1. Number 2 is that this move down looks very, very short in time. Therefore, we are looking for another downward move. That is number 2, right? Number 3 is that we have a CME gap, right? The weekend had price action that ended at and over the weekend it formed a area that went down, right, and then did not come back up and close that region. That is sitting at $116,000, right? CME gap is number 3. Then the fourth one is that we have this Bitcoin liquidation heat map that is targeting around these big areas of liquidity on the chart, right? 115,000 is actually very, very small, but we have $443 million above us, right? Often Bitcoin likes to take out this liquidity. There's also liquidity sitting above us at around the $120,000 region. But will Bitcoin make that massive move up? We need to wait and see to see if it takes out this liquidity, right? That is number 4. So 4 confluences that look really, really promising for a short trade to the downside. So my trade possibility for today is that we short from the 0.618 at $117,653. That is confirming that we have a 3-wave structure towards the upside and not a 1-2-1-2 massive 3-4-5-4-5, right? We need to wait to see, okay, is this an impulse up? Is this a 1-2-3-4-5, or is this a 1-2 massive move up, right? So that will be on the chart in this week's YouTube videos. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel down below and join the Discord where we actually do lots of analysis all the time. You can see I post every single day about Bitcoin's analysis here. 6 September, 5 September, 4 September, and the list goes on to all the days of the week. So enjoy the rest of your day. It's been Max Trades Crypto. Cheers, guys.